Hello all you amazing people, and remember you're always amazing because you clicked on a small YouTuber's video. Currently we're at 913 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over whether you should summon on Nilou and Albedo. Let's get into it. So Nilou's banner looks really good. And, well, that also says the same for Albedo. While Barbara being pretty much mid, I would say, she's not really usable. You even get a free copy of her. It's really not worth summoning for. Just Barbara's not the character. However, Beidou and Xiangling, that's pretty good. Personally, looking at this banner, I would skip. However, can Nilou beat Spiral Abyss at 36 stars? Yes. Does it matter if you skip anymore? No. It doesn't. It really doesn't. If they can beat it at 36 stars, no reason to not summon for him. However, Albedo, I would say probably is going to have more support capabilities. Albedo, he's an off-field damage dealer, and then he's also giving elemental mastery to characters. It's not a lot, but it is some elemental mastery, so he could definitely be good. His best weapon is also a 4-star. If you weren't around for his special event weapon, I don't think you're too... It is very sad because that weapon made him a lot better. I don't know. I would summon on Albedo if my Ito team didn't already stop the game. Nilou, however, for me, has value in the fact that maybe she works well with Sinnoh in a Electrocharge comp. Or maybe she works well with Kusanali coming up in, you know, just a regular Bloom team. That would be amazing, right? So, I think these characters get 36-star Spiral Abyss easily. I think both of these. While it's not going to be dependent whether you have Albedo or not, if you like Albedo and you love using him, you can use him in Spiral Abyss and 36-star it. So what does it matter? Nilou, I'm kind of scared on because it seems like they're making these newer characters really nerfed down because they're scared of making them stronger than the previous characters. It's really sad to see because if you're so scared of making these newer characters stronger than the older characters, then you're going to end up getting the exact opposite effect, which is still bad. You want to meet in the middle on that. You want to make them basically the same power level as the older characters. However, you know, you can't actually do that. You can't just, like, unless you copy and paste a kit, you can't actually do that. So we don't know if Nilou's going to be completely outclassing Kokomi in every single way, or she's going to be doing something else. I mean, she's going to be able to 36-star Abyss. And if you really like this character, then go for it. It doesn't matter. It legitimately does not matter anymore. There will be no in-game content, so you don't need to worry about, oh, hey, is this character actually good? Is this character the next Kazuha? I mean, we do have Kusanali coming up in the literal next update, which is guaranteed to be better than her. I do not see a world where Kusanali is bad in any way, shape, or form. She could even be the best character in the game, depending on how she gets handled. And personally, I think that, you know, Nilou probably might end up being one of her best friends because Sinnoh right now has an 18-second burst duration. That's the longest burst duration, I think, in the game right now. So, it makes sense, to me at least, that Nilou, Kusanali, basically any character that can help him is going to have to help him because it doesn't make sense his character design at all whatsoever in any team comp because every like burst duration ends like 6 seconds before he actually like ends his own burst. It doesn't make sense. So therefore, I think that, you know, Nilou is probably going to have a long burst duration, and it's going to be a new like meta of characters. You're going to want all these Sumeru characters to work well with each other. It's really weird, but I don't know if they're doing it intentionally or this is just by choice of them wanting to do these things. We'll see. I just imagine that Nilou is going to be really good for Sinnoh, at least in Electrocharge comps, and Kusanali is also going to be really good for Sinnoh, and vice versa. They're all going to work well together, I feel like. Don't summon if you want Kusanali because she's literally coming in the next update unless you're prepared to spend, and that's about it. You summon away if you want these characters because I feel like both of these are going to be able to clear Spiral Abyss easily. I don't think we're going to have a problem. And then even then, if you don't get the character and you lose 50-50, you have these godly 4-stars that are out here. And I mean, it's just, yeah. Xiangling at C6, Beidou at C6, they're amazing. I can use my Beidou at level 70 and 36-star Spiral Abyss. I could use my Xiangling at a 70 out of 80 and 36-star Spiral Abyss. So yes, I think that these two are really good. So let's go over the weapon banner real quick. So we have Sacrificial Bow, good for Diona. Just depends on what you want, really, though. Rain Slasher is awful. This one, I think it's called Dragon something. I have no idea. And then these two weapons, I don't know anything about, but I doubt that they're going to be good because they seriously are like the only good 4-stars right now are like Favonius and like free-to-play ones. It's Sacrificial. You have those 3 categories of weapons that are actually really good. I don't know how well these are going to be. I imagine this sword is going to be built for Nilou, so it could be good. It might give her the stat that she scales off of. It's kind of how Raiden got the wave breaker Sven, I think it's what it's called. Yeah, Raiden got that, and then it's like, oh yeah, Raiden that's actually her best 4-star for damage wise. So yeah, it's really good. And this catalyst, maybe it's good for Kusanali. It looks like Kusanali is going to be a catalyst user. We don't know anything about the sword. They don't show us anything about this sword. So I mean, it's going to be Nilou's best of slot. That's basically all I can say. But then again, we could basically I wouldn't say we could basically say that this is what it's going to look like. Or Sinnoh, he scales off of EM, so, you know, 52% of their elemental mastery as bonus attack. All right, let's say Nilou scales off of HP, right? She gets a certain amount of her HP as bonus attack. It basically feels like Staff of Homa right now. All right, cool. I think that this could be really good depending on what she scales off of. Because elemental mastery is not something that every character is going to have. They're going to have it, but they're not going to have it, right? You're not going to build, like, I don't know, Eula for... Or let me think of a spear user. You're not going to build Rosaria for EM and to make her do more damage. That's not what's going to happen. You're going to have a couple EMs, and yeah, it's just really not good. So let's just say whatever Nilou scales off of as bonus attack. When elemental skill hits opponents, the Dream of Scarlet Sands, whatever it's called for that weapon, effect will be gained for 10 seconds. The equipping character will gain 20% of their elemental mastery as bonus attack 3 stacks. So whatever Nilou scales off of, 3 stacks of 28% probably. I don't know the exact numbers. It's probably going to be really lower because elemental mastery is a stat that just it's not a plentiful stat, right? It's not a plentiful stat unless you're actually just purely building for EM. Even on my Sinnoh, I only have like up to 300 EM on Gilded of Dreams. Yeah, 343 EM. He does go up to 500, or he does go up to 443 when he uses his skill because whichever one actually gives him elemental mastery here. So yeah, I just, if you like these characters and you like their designs, go ahead, summon. Kusanali, we know who's coming in the next update. It's Kusanali, and that's the only new 5-star that's coming. So it's probably going to be a rerun. So I would say, you know, we could see, you know, certain characters like, I mean, Itto or Eula now are on the table. Because Itto and Eula, or no, Eula is on the table now because Itto already got his rerun. Eula's on the table now, so it might even be Eula. So I'm just going to say that Eula and Kusanali, that's what my prediction is for 3.2 5-stars. So, you know, that could definitely be true, could definitely not be true. We'll see. It could have 2 5-star reruns. We don't know. So, yeah, and then we could see other characters that we just have no idea what is actually going to come in 3.3 right now. So I would suggest just summon if you actually like the characters. It's not that big of a deal anymore. I'm not like, oh, they may add something. If you're having trouble beating Spiral Abyss, these characters certainly won't, like, carry you, by the way. Like, I don't think that's going to be the case here. You could definitely, it does require a certain amount of extra effort to, you know, make certain characters, like, let's say Chi-Chi, be able to 36-star Spiral Abyss. If you're still having trouble with Spiral Abyss, I wouldn't recommend summoning on it. It doesn't, to me, I don't think Albedo is like a keystone into winning Spiral Abyss. I can get it if you don't have a 3 Geo team. If you have a C0 Itto, Albedo can help out a lot in terms of energy. So if you need, you know, Albedo for Itto's team, then I can completely understand summoning for Itto at that, or summoning for Albedo at that point. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on the banners. To me, it's hard for me to make this video now that we know that there's no in-game content coming afterwards, at least not for a while. So it's hard for me to make this video and, like, just say don't summon on this. If it's your favorite character and you love that character, go ahead, summon. It doesn't matter. You'll have fun. That's legitimately the entire thing that you have to worry about. Are you going to have fun with the character now? Yeah, sure. Because eventually, you will be able to beat the Spiral Abyss 36-star with that character. You may not be immediately, but eventually you will be able to. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.